Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Shruti.
And I'm Dre. And together we are Beauty and the Beast.
So today we're watching Death Note.
So today we're jumping back into season 1, episode 6 of Death Note, Unraveling. Let's get it going.
Let's do it.
Foot scratching loudly. Oh, it's L.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. He's so pale.
I am Mel.
I am
Matsuda.
I'm Aizawa.
Mogi. Yukita. Sir.
Bang!
What the hell was that?
If I were Kira, you'd be dead, Mr. Soichiro Yagami, chief of the NPA. Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder.
And you guys
But I'm
identified
sure
yourself
you've
immediately.
figured that much out, haven't you?
There's no way to verify if this is related, but criminals whose names were never released publicly or whose names were spelled incorrectly in the media have not been targeted. We briefly went over it at one of our meetings.
Please turn off all your cell phones,
guys
handhelds,
literally
and any
came
other
in.
communication devices, and leave them on the table.
Kill me,
right there.
please.
What do you think we're gonna be using our cell phones during this meeting to leak information?
No, I just find them distracting. I can't stand it when people's cell phones are ringing while I'm trying to talk. Let me start by saying nobody takes notes on anything that's said in these meetings. Any information we need is committed to memory.
Wow.
Please make yourselves comfortable.
This guy's intense.
Looks like he doesn't see sunlight.
Right?
It's ironic his opponent's called Light.
He's the darkness. He sees only darkness.
If we do
Okay.
that, we'll only be putting the general public at risk.
The general.
Wow.
Why?
He'd have nobody else to kill.
Kira is childish and he hates losing. Early on in the investigation, I tried to provoke Kira with that broadcast.
Right.
Up until
And
then, we
L
thought
telling.
that Kira would only go after criminals. But as we all witnessed, he didn't hesitate to kill my stand-in. As if to say, and what are you gonna do about it? He's met each of my challenges head-on. If you choose to withhold the names of your worst criminals, I'll kill petty
Kill the
criminals
people
or
reporting the
innocent.
news.
I'm holding the whole world hostage, so who's it gonna be? That's exactly how Kira thinks. In any case, let's look at another way we can use the media to draw him out.
But how?
Nations agree to send 1,500 investigators to Japan. For Kira, this will be way beyond what he faced with the FBI. He'll see everyone as a potential threat. That will cause him to take some kind of drastic action.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And since none of these investigators exist, Kira won't be able to kill them.
It just might
That's
work.
right.
Well, before we celebrate, I'll tell you the rest of my thoughts on the Kira case. On December 14th, 12 FBI investigators entered Japan. During this window of only 5 days, Kira became aware of the FBI's presence and obviously felt threatened. And as we all know, on December 27th,
and I succeeded in killing each one of them. But I have to make sure that no one ever finds out that I came into contact with Ray Penber.
You studying for those entrance exams?
Those are the least of my worries, plus it's a little late to start now.
What you doing?
December 19th to December
He's doing
27th.
the same
Been
calculation.
most active.
what this indicates is that Kira had to manipulate these lesser criminals in order to kill those FBI agents. He killed that many people so we'd be unable to tell the decoys from those who were actually used. In truth, he probably only needed a few. I suspect Kira had to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th and the 19th of December. In fact, I have no doubt.
Amazing! There might only be 5 of us, but with this much information, we should be able to cover a lot of ground.
We'll split into 2 teams. One team traces the FBI agents, the other looks at the heart attack victims.
Does the fact that you've shown us your face mean that you've lost?
Wow.
That's right. By showing my face to you now and by sacrificing the lives of 12 FBI agents, I have lost the battle. But I'm not gonna lose the war. This is the first time I've ever put my life on the line.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
I like the sound of that. We can do this!
All right then, let's do this, Ryuzaki.
Well, I had my doubts about whether it was really him at first.
I have to be absolutely sure that none of you are Kira, so I'll need to speak with each of you individually before you leave today.
Wow. I
What's the
gotta
deal?
hear
He
these questions.
still doesn't trust us?
No, I think it's a fair request. Try to see it from his perspective. So there's a good chance that he's one
He
of
could
us.
have just
She's
slipped in.
right. Working this case has given us a chance to see him in person.
He's risking his life to be here.
Just one thing.
Bruh, these guys are
Wow.
long lost twins or what?
That's what it feels like. It's like, yo, I'm your brother, you know?
Right?
Oh, the investigator. She's
wifey.
on the fucking
Of
lookout.
course.
Okay. If a human uses the note, a god of death. Okay, well, sorry. Death note. How to use it. If a human uses the note, a god of death usually appears in front of him or her within 39 days after he or she uses the note. If a human uses the note, a god of death usually appears in front of him or her within 39 days of you. So I use the death note, Ryuk shows up. Okay. Gods of death, the original owners of the death note, do not do, in principle, anything which will help or prevent the deaths in the note. That's right. He said he doesn't have a side. He's not going for
No.
L or Kira.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Ooh.
You already finished studying?
I guess.
I guess.
I'll be fine. I haven't missed anything. The biggest risk I've taken so far was that bus jacking incident.
What?
I think that girl's
Does it
gonna
have to be
say
now?
Your father's been pulling overnighters with no
He's been-
change of
she was on the
clothes, so
bus
you're
with
going to
Light.
bring these to him.
But Mom, I totally promised my friends that I'd go out with them today.
Why don't I go?
Oh,
I could use
no.
a break.
Thanks, Light. I owe you one next time.
So I guess this'll give you a
she has
chance
to bring
spy
close
on
to the
police.
father.
I won't go further than the reception desk. No, but lately I've been bringing a page with me every time I go out, just in case.
Just in case I gotta kill someone.
Or spook someone.
That day. There's no way it was a coincidence.
Nope.
She called it from the get-go.
It's it.
The jump.
It doesn't have to be a heart attack.
Babe. He was just saying if somebody deciphers it, 10 seconds later she deciphers it.
Please.
No
I need
wings
to
in the
speak
lobby.
directly with someone from the Special Investigation Task Force. It's urgent.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't help you.
Ray's
As I've
wife.
told you already, there is no one
Oh, I
at
thought it was
Task
his
Force
sister.
headquarters right now.
I have information relating to the Kira investigation.
The Kira investigation?
Look, I'll call headquarters one more time for you.
Sure. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Light.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What, you don't remember? You helped solve the insurance fraud murder investigation sometime last year. But hey, no one remembers the receptionist, do they? So, Light, does this mean you're going to be helping us with the Kira investigation too?
Sure, if all goes well, maybe I'll find Kira before Elle does.
Find him before Elle does.
Excuse me.
Maybe you could tell
My
me.
father is actually in charge of the Kira investigation. If you'd like, I could pass your message on to him. A number of FBI agents were just killed, and a lot of detectives have quit the case because they're afraid of Kira. So he's pretty busy right now.
Light, it's probably better if you don't discuss this.
And you must have figured out that the police had a leak of some kind. And that's why you wanted to tell them in person. You thought this through. Well, am I right? You'll have to trust my father and I, which I hope won't be too difficult for you.
Why is he so
I love
happy?
this laugh.
We've been talking and I just realized I don't even know your name. My name is Light Yagami. Light's written with the character for moon and Yagami with the characters for night and god. Kinda weird, huh? Miss Maki, right? And I believe they enable him to somehow control his victims before they die.
So do I. It's odd that you say that because that's exactly what I've been thinking. If my analysis so far is correct, Kira can kill in a number of ways, not just with a heart attack.
Wow.
She knows? Who is this woman?
He was one of the 12 FBI agents who came to Japan to investigate Kira.
An FBI agent who met
Don't tell him
Kira.
the name.
Could it be?
You see, he was also my fiancé, and I have reason to believe that he met Kira on that bus.
She spilled all the beans.
Ray Penber. I'm sorry to hear that he passed away. So, what makes you think he met Kira on that bus?
I've come to believe that Kira set up that bus jacking It was planned to bring him into contact with my fiancé in order to obtain information regarding the identities of the other FBI agents so he could get rid of them all.
Deductive logic.
Watch them eyes, boy.
Right? I hope she could feel them piercing.
There's no other way of looking at
Really?
it. If Kira was controlling the hijacker, chances are he killed him too.
I still don't see it.
He didn't mention any names or anything like that, but he told me one thing.
What did he say?
That he'd been put in a situation where he had to show his FBI ID to someone. I think whoever saw his ID that day is responsible for the deaths of all the agents.
Oh my god, this is too much, man.
She figured it out.
Don't gaslight her.
There's no doubt in my mind your deductive skills are excellent, but you can't deny that you have a personal interest in the case. Still,
Gaslighting.
your theory is worth looking into. If what you're telling me is true, then it'll only be a matter of time before the police catch up with Kira. The person your fiancé showed his ID to on the bus that day, it had to be Kira.
That's right.
This woman, if she'd spoken to the police before I met her. But it seems there's a god on my side after all. And not just a god of death.
Oh, is she gonna die now?
Yo.
Bruh.
This is wild, Dre.
Fuck, she figured out
She
so
figured it
much.
out. This guy was digging though, digging. She just gave it up.
Oh my god.
She gave it all up.
And he baited her in by giving up his information. You know what I'm saying?
My name is
he's just
like
hey,
that.
do you think I should? You think you should not talk about the investigation? Oh no, I can tell. I can see in her eyes that bullshit. And then I was like, he doesn't know her name yet. He doesn't know her name yet. He doesn't know her name yet. So now I don't remember her name. So I wonder if she gave him a fake, or she's probably not that. I don't know if she's that aware, but if she gave him a fake, that'd be crazy. But I don't remember her name when she first gave it, so I wouldn't have been able to, you know what I'm saying, make that call. Fuck though. She would say if she was trying to get in with the police chief's son, she probably told him her real name still. But yo, that's sick.
Ugh.
So we finally met fucking L.
Mm-hmm.
His powers of deciphering are crazy, and what's even crazier about his powers of deduction? The thing that's amazing about his deductive powers is the fact that he was literally the light to. He is literally the darkness to light's light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's in reverse because light represents the darkness, and L represents what is closer to represent the light or justice.
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
You know. But the thing is, like, how crazy is that oh yeah, he's just like me, so I know how he thinks. Because in episode 2, he picked up on all that shit so quickly. Being in Japan, being localized, he has to see the face. It has to be a heart attack. He's a student because of the times he kills. Man, and then this one, she's fucking ace in the hole. Carmen Sandiego over here fucking figured out the whole case.
The whole thing. Solved it.
No details. She provided no details. Just off. She literally had a periphery. She had a literally like a non-detailed discussion with her FBI fiance, and she figured out more than he did.
But that's it. And the fiance was so reluctant to give her any details. So imagine how much
she was
better.
Retired.
That's it. Look how much smarter she is than everybody else.
Well, I mean, he did also mention that she was one of the top agents before she left. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And then he also dismissed her by saying, "I'll give you a kid so you have something to do."
It.
You know what I'm saying?
To make her into a housewife.
Oh man, and sick how they get putting that together. Because now I'm like, so he has all this information now. So now he has all that information, and the thing is, she has almost more information than, because the thing is, I don't remember Kira deciphering that. I don't remember Kira deciphering that he could kill in different methods. So I don't know if Kira has that, but the thing is, she may have more information than Kira does right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's incredible. And then the L thing. So the thing is, because she's a retired police officer, because she's a retired officer, she may know the legend or about L, or she may not know
But that's-
because of the thing is he's supposed to be super secret.
Exactly.
But the thing is, Elle
name
hired the
dropped.
FBI agents, right?
Yeah.
So did he go directly to the top director, or is he familiar with their groups and their entanglement? You know what I'm saying? Like, so many questions,
So
and you know what I'm
many
saying?
Webs in this thing. Oh yeah.
And every piece of information that Yagami, that Light Yagami gets, he's able to pivot, you know what I'm saying? And because he's super intelligent, he's able to process it and then try and twist it to his advantage, you know? Like he figured out the whole thing about writing out the details of the Death Note, and then if they add in a name later, it still happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't wait to see where this goes, to be honest with you.
We found out
We
found out this episode that he's actually helped in a case previous.
That was crazy.
Previously.
Because that's the thing. He's a brilliant and bored. So he. Oh man.
That's why they're
is
like.
such a
That's why he was
problem.
like, if they find my book, it's okay. I'll just tell them that I was researching all the deadly killers around town, you know, for my investigation, whatever he said, his portfolio for school or whatever he wanted to show off. He was telling the Death God. If
Okay.
somebody
Right, if they
found
have
my
the thing.
book, I'll just say, "Oh, I was investigating on the side," you know.
Right. Yeah, man. Shit, that was impressive. I'm just trying to decipher all the. Okay, so when we met Elle, we figured out that because there was one piece of information that he said and they didn't know about it. That he needed the name and the face, but they didn't know that he needed both. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why he was able to call the FBI guy's bluff by saying, I can kill anybody in this train station. You know what I'm saying? Only a Shinigami would have been able to do that, but he wasn't. So, okay, so he did let them in on that, the whole cell phone thing, obviously. And then him being able to pick up on the fact that, shit, I don't remember what it was. I just lost my train of thought. What did Elle pick up on? He picked up on that. He picked up on his childishness. He picked up on, his defiance. That's right. That he's a child who doesn't like to lose. You know what I'm saying?
So when we take away his fun, he's just gonna find new ways.
Exactly, because that's the thing. When he's like, "Oh, we're just hiding the name of the thing," I'm like, "Bro, he'll come after the people who are no longer publishing the thing, or he'll come after all the newspapers, news. Like, imagine, I'll kill somebody live on the news every day until you guys start publicizing the names, and then by the time they're finished, they'll have a ticker, like an ESPN ticker of all the names of the prisoners, the crimes they committed." You know what I'm saying?
She's like, here, take all the info.
Oh my God! If it has to be us or them, you know what I'm saying?
Take all the data.
Because the thing is, even when Light's father was talking to his assistant in the guy he's working with, his partner in the first few episodes, he's like, if you were gonna actually say that if you were gonna actually say that Kira's doing a good job of keeping the crime rate down, I'd have to interject, you know. And he's like, no, that's not what I meant. But it's like, he was saying, like, why is it such a big deal that he's killing criminals? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My goodness. Oh my God.
Let's flip the page in this Death Note.
Yeah, that's it. So, we've got to get on to the next one. So, thank you all for joining us for this latest episode of Death Note.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video.
Let us know what you thought about the episode down in the comments, and be sure to go over to our Patreon and check out the full-length uncut reaction, or simply support our channel.
I'm Shruti.
And I'm Dre. For Beauty and the Beard, we're signing off until the next one.